Hi everybody, Geraldine Rose here, retrying a Card Chaos card. First time I got it done, second time fail. For those that don't know about it, Card Chaos is with Irene Smith. Artemis made one. Contacts up on the screen there. It's a 15-minute contest where they have a guest and you try making a card in that 15 minutes. Now, the first time I tried, I got one done and I thought I would duplicate it. I failed the second time. I used the same embossing folder, which was the Altenew wicker texture, same stencil, all in Create Lots of Diamonds, same embossing paste, which was from Altenew, and then the crackling campfire and vintage photo for the embossing glazes. I also brought in the Stampendous. It was a chunky seasonings. I'm realizing where I was running out of particular times because I'm going to be on this on December 29th and I've got practice because it usually takes me, 3 to 6 hours to get a card done with all the layers I put on. I think with this one, I wasn't trying as hard too because you don't have the adrenaline boost going on because you're not actually doing the contest right at that point. And B, this is a practice versus the actual contest. I was still doing good up at this point other than having run for the bathroom, and I spent 2.5 minutes with the heat gun here trying to dry it because I knew that I was going to bubble the embossing paste that was underneath, because that's what happens when it's not dry and you're heating up wet paste. So you could see that it was bubbling there. Personally, I like the bubbling. Works great for Halloween cards, right? This is where I lost time. I stupidly started jumping to other elements. This was the panel that was going to go behind the textured one. And that was our theme this time, was texture, which is right up my alley. I brought in one of the browns, I believe as well, that was still vintage photo on the oxide ink, brushed around my panel, tore out a strip because I knew I was going to insert my sentiment in that spot. And you can see I was like, cut the. It's like, no, that panel's fine. It's this one that you have to cut down. And so it was kind of that discombobulation of, what am I going to do next? Okay. And so I did cut the dry embossed and, wet embossed one down because I wanted to have a frame around it. This is where I'm running for the die cutting machine, so there's going to be a bunch of white screen here. And I will tell you, I do have a giveaway going on. We have a hop happening September 30th. It's for my subscribers. I want to give back to those people that have been helping me out reach my goals. And it's going to be for people that put comments on the channel from now through, draw is going to be right before the Canadian Thanksgiving, October the 10th. So I've got a couple of different levels of prizes for whether we get 500 subscribers or 750 or 1,000. And I know we can do it, guys, because there's a lot of you watching. So please subscribe, please. Thank you. Right, we are card givers. We have a card hobby where we think of other people. So let's all continue doing that, right? Anyway, I had cut out the Altenew leaf mix on a panel that I already had. You stash them and they just sit there. So I pulled out one of those ones. I thought that the darker colors on the ink smooshing on that would stand out better on the panel. So as I said, I cut them out through the leaf mix. I've already hit the 15-minute mark here. I shouldn't have jumped around so much, or I actually would have had this front panel done. And I'm putting the glue on the back, and because I know I've hit the 15-minute mark and I'm all, again, discombobulated. And I was like, no, you had to put the twine on there too. So then I'm wrapping the twine around this wet, gluey panel and wiping my hands off in between, throwing it to the side with a block on top. I should have put the sentiment and the leaves on there just to at least say that I had it done, right? But no, we had to waste 8 minutes jumping to the inside of the card. And this is the other thing I noticed. Number one, I didn't condition that stamp. It's the first time I ever used it. And the reason why I keep going back and forth here, it was so blotchy. It was not taking the ink. And so I just kept changing colors to a darker and darker and darker color, trying to get it to work. And you'll see at one point I do try rubbing it off, to get it to take better, but no, I didn't use my stamp conditioner on it or rub it really well to get the film off before you actually do start stamping. So yeah, I lost 8 minutes here, wasting my time on doing the inside sentiment when really all I needed to do was have the front panel done. The other thing about that is because that's not actually on Neenah cardstock, that was on either Accent or Hammermill. And let's admit, I'm overstamping it, but it didn't take the ink well. When it dried, it was so fuzzed out. And I compared it to the other card, which was on Neenah, and difference is night and day between the two of them. So we'll learn from that mistake and not do that again. Inside panels have to be Neenah, at least for me. Hey, I over ink and overstamp the Neenah all the time too. Just saying. Finally got that done. It's already one of the ones that is cut down for the inside, so it's got an edge all the way around it. Putting it in, let's get the panel on the front, see if we can recover this. Gluing it down, it's like, and then I noticed that, I had a couple spots on the edges that hadn't actually been grunched out well enough. Coming back in with just a brush I had lying there and touching up around the edges. It's like, no, just put the thing down. It doesn't have to be perfect. And this is where you can see that, it's like the stupid little perfectionism spots that I have where I lost time. And this is the messiest I've ever had my craft desk. You guys know that I like to clean up in between. It's like, so it's good for me to battle that like, no, everything doesn't have to be absolutely perfect and neat. Doing some slatters with the mica sprays. I had one of the reds, I think it was mulled cider, and then one of the browns, the oak one. Splotted them off because otherwise they would have taken too long to dry. Here's the sentiment going in, and that was from the press plate from the Altenew Rustling Leaves. I had a bunch of them done from another time that I had used that particular press plate. I thought, okay, well, that one fits in there perfectly. Trying to get the leaves glued down, and this is the other thing I learned. If you're going to do die cuts for the front, don't do something that's so intricate like this. I mean, look, I'm having to do the glue all over the place. I could have just, I suppose, smushed some glue down on a mat and then pushed the die cut into it to pick it up, but no, we're still doing it the old way and trying to dab it on every single little spot, tucking it in. I had it through the knot, so now I have to put this one through the knot too. So there's the metallic highlight on it. Last thing, bringing in some of the enamel dots, the embellishments, and one of them got stuck down here too quickly, and boy, does that bug me. I want to push that over a 1/4 inch to the left. Perfectionism again, fighting me. I'm just like, oh no, it's not in the right spot. I'm like, just leave it. Custom stamp on the back, and I think we finally are done. With all the times that I lost, it came up to 35 minutes. So that was a fail, but it was a win for the fact that I don't normally get a card done that fast. So here's the finished cards. The first one was with Simon Says Stamp, the 2-step simple leaves. This one I'm much happier with. But the other one it's got some neat stuff to it too. Just reminding you again, we're having a YouTube hop September 30th. There's about 20 of us. We're just all wanting to give back to all of you that have been watching us. I hope you're having some inky fun time in your craft room. Be that change you want to see in the world. Thanks for subbing and liking. We'll catch you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.